Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Trisha and this is
Kiran, and today we're going to be talking about Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway. So it's a Hindi film that has just been released, I think in the last week.
Yeah, I think it's in March only, yeah.
Yeah, based on true events. Basically it's about an Indian family living in Norway, and their children are taken by the Norwegian government, and it's about a mother's long fight to get her children back
against the government and the country, entire nation.
A fight against Norway, and it becomes like a fight between India and Norway too, so it reaches quite a large scale. But it's essentially about this mother and the love she has for her children and how they were unfairly taken away from her.
I think the fight was like for 2 years. So the children were away from her for like 2 years, for 2 years. So it's a long time.
And she only saw them sporadically in between. But yeah, we just kind of decided to see this like last minute, I think.
It was because we were planning to see some other film that we actually we're thankful that we went to see this one now.
So, I mean, what was the other film? The Ranbir Kapoor film?
Tu Jhuti Main Makar, Main Jhuti Tu Makar, something like that, I don't remember.
So we were going to go see that, and then I saw this pop up, and just something about it, just the title and the poster, and the fact that it had Rani Mukherji in it, who makes very interesting cinema nowadays. So I thought, okay, let's just take a chance and see this one. There weren't many reviews of it.
Of course there wouldn't be.
Some of them were quite mixed. I don't know why, because quite frankly, as far as I'm concerned, I think this is film of the year.
It is a film of the year, and we really recommend you to just go and watch it. Just do it.
Just stop whatever you're doing now and just watch this film. Whether you like Bollywood or not, because I think it's very easily accessible to any country. I think everyone can relate to this, especially it's going to be particularly painful, I think, for mothers to watch this.
I think even for fathers, I think it's gonna be painful for anyone, but
if you're a parent, I mean, we really felt really strongly while watching it. We're not parents yet, and I cried, I think, 4 times.
Me too. Yeah, I cried so much too. It was like even when the film was going on, I was like teary. It was so emotional, and then they were like, I was like, ooh, like this. Literally.
So many emotions were coming out, like happiness, like elation. Anxiety. There was actually a scene where I don't think I've ever felt that anxious. We went to watch Scream 6 recently, and that didn't get as much anxiety out of me as this did. You really cared, and Rani Mukherji does an amazing job at getting you to feel her pain. Her performance is incredible.
It was mind-boggling, trust me. Such a good performance.
Yeah, she can just get you to cry like almost instantly in this.
In the first scene only, she'll make you cry. It's like that, I literally, the first scene. Remember the first scene? I'm not gonna give spoilers, but
yeah, this is spoiler free. But I wasn't so convinced after the first scene, because she was like, oh, that had me. I was convinced it was going to be a good film, but when I was convinced it was going to be a great film, was one scene in which Rani Mukherji tries to take her children back, and
halfway through the film, I guess.
Halfway through the film, you'll know what we're talking about when you see it, and it's heart-pounding stuff. And I was really surprised by this, and it was shocking, because there was actually it's not really shocking when you think about what happens in Hollywood as well, but when we went to see it, there was only like 8 people in the cinema, versus when we went to see Pathaan.
Oh, it was fully packed.
Every time it was packed, we went to see it.
We saw it twice, and then the theater was full. And this time it was just 8 people, including us, me, him, and our mom. So it was like literally, the best film. But then, of course, and you said the reviews were really bad, right?
I know they were mixed from what I saw, but I think it's a shame films like this don't get seen. Unfortunately, it's films like Pathaan, and I'm the biggest SRK fan, but I know that film was just masala nonsense, to be honest. Really, I've seen hundreds and thousands of films like that. This is something, unfortunately, that happens in Hollywood as well, where good films like this never get seen.
I think when people in Norway, and especially the government, they're actually already hating it. They are actually against the film already, because of course it's a true story. So
it's a true story, and I think their argument, you were saying, was that it was so exaggerated, but they have to do that for a film, I think, to
No, they were saying, because the allegation they were putting for the case, the eating from hand, whatever.
Yeah.
Those things, they were like, there was nonsense because they never do that. But I think it might, because if the government is replying to a film like this and to a film which is not getting recognition right now, it's something, right?
It's touching a nerve, but it's it's not very let's say favourable to the Norwegian government. It doesn't paint them in a very good light at all. I think there's probably a lot of it that is exaggerated, I'm guessing. Because you need to do that. You need to take some artistic license to,
I mean, Rani Mukherji's acting, oh god, trust me, it was so good. I can actually say that it's one of her, like, best ones.
One of the best performances I've seen. I've not seen Black.
I haven't seen Black.
I've heard that's her best.
Yeah, I even haven't.
But thus far, from what I've seen, this is the best thing she's done.
Yeah. Just imagine from Kuch Kuch Hota Hai to this. That's a long journey, right?
That's like poles apart from each other. I really like the kind of stuff she's doing now. In fact, that's something I'm hoping I see SRK do, but judging by Pathan, I don't think that's the route he's going, which is fine.
He wants to do action films,
He wants to do action films, but I love seeing cinema like this so much more.
We really recommend this film, like literally. Like I'm a biggest fan of this film. It's one of my favorite films now. So
it was such a nice surprise because we didn't know what to expect, and it just completely it made me cry 4 times, and I can't remember the last time a film did that. In scenes we were like holding hands like this. Because there was one point where I actually couldn't breathe.
Yeah,
it was to that extent. I don't know if it's going to hit everyone the same way. It might not, but I really, really recommend this. Even if you don't watch Bollywood films, I'd still recommend this.
Yeah, even the ending is you can say it from the beginning to the ending. It's not like it's going like low and high. It's in the straight wavelength, and then in the end you're gonna cry. It's like that, beginning and the end.
Consistently, the film is great all the way through. There's no part where it drops. It keeps your attention the whole way, and it keeps you invested the whole way, emotionally invested. And I just want to mention the guy also who plays the lawyer.
Norway's lawyer, right?
Norway's lawyer. What's his name? Jim.
Jim.
That doesn't narrow it down.
I think he was in Sanju.
I
think he was Sanju's best friend.
Who dealt him drugs. But he was another one. Even his performance was making me teary at points as well. So I think a special mention should go out to him. He's a great actor and everything I've seen him in so far.
And okay, for example, Pathan, we were talking about so many music. You need item song, etc. This film, you don't need anything. But they were like background music, but all of them were so good. Even the songs in the the background music, the songs is so good.
The songs were used to the effect that it is in most Bollywood films now, where it's just like through a montage. So there's it doesn't like cut to a song and dance number just randomly. It's just there, and it's they didn't really need it, but it was nice. It was nice.
I think it adds to it,
It did add to the emotion of it.
And all of them are about mother, so it's really nice.
And it never interrupted the flow of the story. It just kind of propelled it forwards.
I think they're also dealing with the topics like domestic violence, etc. in that film. Like how your in-laws, etc. The relationship with the in-laws, domestic violence, and how
with the husband also.
The husband. So you should see the husband was I'll just say a negative character in that, and he's like treating the wife badly and then not helping the wife and blaming.
Doesn't really care about his kids. He's all about the citizenship for Norway. So it was his idea to move to Norway, and he's more concerned about that than he is the kids. So she is fighting this battle on her own.
I think
it's a real like women power film. I literally, the way I'd put it to everyone is definitely film of the year, perhaps. I don't know even if a Hollywood film is going to match this film for me this year. So I'd heavily recommend this. We had high hopes from Scream 6, so I don't know. I didn't think that was going to be film of the year. I'm saying we had like high hopes, right? So that disappointed, and this one was a random one. It's just like Instagram, if you're like, you work so hard on a reel or something, and then nothing happens, and then suddenly you just do a stupid reel decided recently, and it just boom. Talking from personal experience. It was just like that. So Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway. 2 thumbs up. Okay, so we'll wrap this video up with this, and we're not going to give any spoilers, of course, so this review is going to be just a short one. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then hit a thumbs up, just like Mr. Chatterjee was in Norway. Yes, and subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. And follow us on Instagram, and our ID is Keisha B. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, bye, see you next time. Bye.